Hey my friend. So it's your girl here, TanishaMarie.com. So I just want to do this video, guys, for all the single moms. Okay, there's single moms out there that are struggling. They're trying to take care of their kids. They're trying to make ends meet. They're trying to make sure their kids have good Christmases and their kids have great birthdays. And, they're either living with their mom or they're living with, an aunt or a family member because they're a single mom and they have a job. Now here's the thing, single moms, right? I used to be a single mom. I used to live in the basement of my aunt's house, and it was just me and my daughter, right? I was fine with that. I was fine with being a single mom. It was only me and my daughter, so there's only two of us. I took her places. It was just easy with one kid. And here's the thing, guys, with single moms, right? If you're already a single mom and you're struggling to make ends meet with one kid, single moms are actually going and having 2 kids. They're going to having 3 kids. They're going to out and having 4 kids, okay? And it's not by the same guy. It's by Tom, Dick, Harry, and Larry, okay? So now they got 4 kids, 4 baby fathers. They're single moms. They're struggling, and they just continue to have babies. Now, to me, this doesn't make any sense. Now, first of all, guys, I don't really like kids too much, right? I'm not into, oh, I love kids. No, I really don't. I have 2 kids, and I have 2 nieces that I'm with, all of the time, guys. I have 2 children. And then my friends have, a lot of, my children have friends that I invite. They let them come over and play and stuff like that. But, guys, the reality of it is, if you're a single mom, why keep putting so much pressure on yourself? Why keep having so many kids? Why keep living in a basement? Why keep living with your mother? Why keep living in the projects? Why keep hopping from house to house or couch to couch with your children? Here's the reality, guys. What are you teaching your children to do as a single mom? Now, if you already have one child and you're struggling with that one, why go have another one? This absolutely makes no sense, okay? Then you have to look at the men that you are choosing, right? You're only going to attract who you are. Now, if you ain't about nothing, believe me, you're going to attract a lot of men who are not about nothing. Now, there are special cases where there are single moms that were married and they had, a whole bunch of kids with their husband and it just didn't work out. And they had to go back, to, their mom house or whatever until they got on their feet, which is fine, right? Which is fine. So I'm not talking about those single moms who I'm not talking about the people that just became single mom from being married. No, I'm talking about the single moms who've never been married, who's never been committed, to a relationship, just have babies by different men. They're struggling with the babies that they're having. They continue to struggle with the babies that they're going to continue to keep having. And then they complain why they don't have money. Then they complain why they can't get ahead. They complain that their job is not giving them enough money. Here's the thing, guys. Single mothers, single moms, okay? Here's a message for you guys. No one cares about you. Okay, this is harsh reality. Your job don't care about you. The government doesn't care about you. Your baby fathers, they don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? The reality of it is, guys, if you cannot find someone that can help you get into a house or get into an apartment for you and your kids or your child, then you don't even have no conversations with them. Okay, here's a lesson, guys. Here's a lesson. We create our own tragedy and we create our own success. So you can start to create your own success, right? But you got to get out that tragic mindset. So you done dug this ditch for yourself for so long and so many years. It's like, where do I start to get out of this black hole? Okay, where do I start to climb myself? Now, I'm not talking about all single moms, because there's single moms that are taking care of their kids. They working, they got their business going, they got their job going, they got money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? They taking care of their kids. I know one girl, she's a single mom, right? And she became a single mom by, because her husband died. He died in the army, right? But the army now pays her at least $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, a month, for her and the kids. Plus, she works. Okay, plus she works, so she take care of kids. She got nannies and all that stuff taken care of, and she's looking for another husband, right now. So she's taken care of. I'm not talking about those women who are actually taking care of their kids. They got their own house, they got their own cars, they got their own apartments. They taking care of their kids, stuff like that, right? I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the single moms that continue to dig a ditch for themselves, having 5 and 6 baby fathers, having this guy here or this guy here, this guy, and just keep running into the same cycle of men. And the thing is, guys, like I said, you're only going to attract who you are. If you cannot see past your hand, you're going to get someone who can't even see past both of their hands. Okay? So here is the reality, right? You have to take your life by the throat, dissect it, and say, what do I really want as a single mother? What do I really want to teach my children? Because when I was a single mom, right, I wanted to teach my daughter how to work, right, how to have a work ethic, right, how to help others, right, and how to make sure that you are independent and you're not depending on no one else in your entire life. Okay, you're independent on you. Now, as I started to grow and I started to get into business, now my goal as a mom to be able to teach my daughter something more of have your own business, have your own money, always have a lot of money. Don't depend on no one for anything, and make sure you're responsible for your life. You're responsible for your actions and everything that happens to you. You're not blaming the next person. Everything that you're going to do, right? Remember, you pray and then you make a decision and then you get to work. You pray, you make a decision, and then you get to work. So those are the morals that I'm instilling in my daughters. Now I have 2 daughters, right? I had my second daughter when my first daughter was 7 years old. And then I got married first. Okay, so the first time I had a daughter out of wedlock, right? I was young. I was 18 years old. I didn't have really, I really didn't understand. I was 18. I had a baby. I was like, okay, cool. My grandmother took care of her. My mother took care, of her. But now I said, you know what? If I have another baby, I'm not doing it out of wedlock. I made a decision in my life. So guess what? God sent me a man, right, who my husband is now. I've been with him almost 15 years. Well, actually, almost 15 years this year. It's going to be 15 years I've been with this man. Okay, so now, literally, and my daughter, my first one, she's going to be 15 this year. Okay, so God sent me a man, all right, that is literally here for me, that we're building together, we're growing together, we have a house together, we're building our family, together. And I vowed, and I put it in the universe, and I'm not going to have another kid if I am not married. That is not what I'm going to do. I do not want to keep teaching my kids, you can just have baby by this guy, that guy, that guy. That is not how this works. That is not how you're supposed to do it. Only the American culture is allowing 14 and 13 and 10-year-olds to have freaking babies, and they're not even out of junior high school or elementary school. That's disgusting. Okay? In the Chinese culture, please, they shipping them away or they making them get an abortion. Okay, that's out. Indian, you shipped away or you get an abortion immediately. It ain't no baby shower. Let's have baby showers and all that bullshit. Okay, that's only in American culture. Okay, so if you're a single mom, it's time to grab your life by the throat and say, you know what do I really need to do to get myself to the next level, and do it. Don't sit there and keep thinking, because your situation is not going to get any better by you thinking. You got to act and take action. This is exactly what I did, right? I said, I'm not going to have a baby out of wedlock. God sent me a man that said, all right, I want a family. I want to be able to build. I want to get married too. Guess what? We got married. I had the baby. Okay? I got married. I had the baby. We bought a house together. Okay? He brought something to the table. I brought something to the table. A lot of times, guys, a lot of the single moms, they don't have nothing to bring to the table. And the guy who they're with, he don't have nothing to bring to the table. So do you even have a table? Most people don't even have a table to bring nothing to. So you really got to take your life by the throat, guys. You really need to hear this message. You need to really wake up. It's a new year. It's a brand new day. It's time to make new moves, okay? If you've been singing the same tune, you keep getting pregnant by all these different guys who can't put you nowhere, who can't give you even $5 to help your kid get a lunch meal at school, then, guys, you got to really wake up, ladies. You really need to wake up and say, you know what? Enough is enough already. What am I going to teach my kids about money? What am I going to teach my kids about men? What am I going to teach my kids about relationships? And this is how the cycle continues. The cycle is a vicious cycle that continues over and over and over. Guys, I'm sitting here studying while doing videos, reading this book, The Wealth Choice, okay? I'm writing appointments down. I'm texting some of my clients. I'm texting some of my customers. I'm calling some of my customers. I'm calling potential people that want to do business with me. This is what I'm doing today, right? My husband, he's at work. My children, they're taking a nap. Okay? So I plan